question, next question, next question. Hello, I'm Caleb Fogarty and welcome to Next Question. On today's show we have one of the leaders of the 3-0 Hornsby Ku-Ring-Gai Spiders. The third-year guard is averaging 15 points, 3.5 rebounds and just over 4 assists. Let's welcome Keira Hudson. How we going, mate?
Hey, doing good. How are you?
Good, mate. Did you get up to much over the break? Just Easter just gone?
Yeah, just hang out with family, of course. Travel between Sydney and Central Coast, and yeah, just a lot of family time. Love it.
Oh, we love that. Well, now we're moving back into the season. You guys are one of the bright spots of the NBL 1 East 2025. A 3-0 start for Hornsby. What's the vibe right now at training?
Yeah, I mean, just putting our focus into the next game. I mean, it's been a good start compared to our season last year, so which is great. Yeah, just putting in the hard work at training and doing what we can to get those wins. So, yep.
So Captain Dayla Walker mentioned when she chatted to Love of the Game that this all kind of started in the preseason. There was a lot of good vibes. Everyone came in hungry. Is that kind of how you feel? What was preseason like for the squad?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, obviously just keep on building each year, and from last year, just take that step further, and we've got new pieces to the team, which I think is a big contributing factor to our first couple of wins. So yeah, pre-season, we just went at it hard. Just that focus of, what's the next game? Who are we versing? Just getting ready for those matchups. And, we have people like Shona in our team, who's also a leader. She's an experienced strength and conditioning coach. So she was helping out here and there, which was great. So, yeah, just those little pieces that have definitely contributed for this season.
Did you guys set any goals to start the year while in the preseason?
I mean, I think a lot of teams' goal is just to win. And I think, every team wants to go into every game and, have that mindset. And yeah, we didn't really have, I can't really think off the top of my head, any goals that we really set. John was away for quite a bit of the preseason. He actually only sort of came just before, a couple weeks before our first game. So, I think it was just, work hard at training, let's just get ready for these upcoming games, get ready for who's next, and yeah, just put in our best effort at training. So, yeah.
So you're first in steals, the team's first in fast break points and points off turnovers. You and your squad are just playing with so much energy, causing so much disruption for the other team's offense. Mm-hmm. Is that what you guys kind of aimed with, cause a bit of chaos?
Oh, definitely. I mean, that's something definitely for this year, our defensive presence. I think that's a big thing that we've emphasized on. We've got people like Jessie who gets in those lanes and gets those steals, and, just applying that pressure to force those turnovers has been big. And that just comes from, I think, the energy within the team has been on a whole nother level just to start this season. Just having that team chemistry and building each other up in the games and just feeding off each other. And that defensive presence definitely contributes to that. So, yeah, definitely.
So this is your third year. 2023, the first year you played in the NBL 1 East, there was 1 win. 2024, You grew to 5 wins.
Yeah.
How have you seen this program grow and change from 2023 to now?
Yeah, it's just amazing, just how much we keep building each year. And, as the years go on, I think for me, I'm having so much fun just playing. And I think you can see it just through the vibe with all the girls. I think it's been great. And I think that's, I don't know, I guess just our culture is growing just more and more each year. So I think that really contributes to more success throughout the years, and just building on that and building on the program. And yeah, definitely, and new faces coming in and out. So yeah, it's been a great couple of 3 years.
And you yourself, you've improved every year you've played. You've gone from 10 points to 12 points. Now you're averaging 15 points per game. What aspect as a player do you think you've grown in the most?
For me, in terms of my growth as a player, I just want to be the best teammate I can. And I think, you know, if you're a great teammate, everyone else can feed off it, and you can feed off others if, you know, talking about that energy and just, yeah, the great culture within the team. And for me, you know, I put in reps in the gym, I get shots up, and I work on my ball handling. And something for me, I think, is definitely the mental side of the game. Just been trying to grow each year, and, you know, playing those high experienced players, you know, because I just came from juniors 3 years ago and then went straight to NBL 1. It was a huge step up. So yeah, definitely the mental side, like just even visualizing the game and like watching film, stuff like that. Something that I actually like to do after games is watch back the film, see where I miss my teammates, and yeah, so I can find them and keep building each game. So yeah, just wanting to keep growing and get better.
And we talked about it a little bit before we hit record. My first memory of you playing was out in Maitland. Krista Woskovic, who was commentating with me at the time, she said how you absolutely demolished Maitland in the youth league game, and then you were backing up for NBL 1 East. You see it in Maitland, you see it in Bankstown, you see it all over the NBL 1 East. These young players going doubling their game time, I guess. They're doing youth league, then backing up to NBL 1 East. How much does playing in both leagues help your development as a player?
Yeah, I mean, youth league is a great like just competition to play people around your age, and it's a great league as well. Like it's like NBL 1 is great, and you know, youth league is that preparation for that. Like, you know, you're playing guards and that your own age who are like just as well could play in NBL 1 too. And I think it's a great development for coming into the NBL 1 East. And, you know, you go into youth league and you play those minutes, you get that game time, you get that first little experience out of juniors before getting to that next level. So, yeah, I think it definitely goes hand in hand with each other and, yeah, helps.
What would you say to a player that's currently biding their time in youth league and hoping to score an NBL 1 East game time?
I mean, just have that confidence. Like, seriously, just to play, you just got to have that confidence. You just got to have that mindset. You're going to go in there, you're going to put in your best effort, keep training hard. And, you know, playing youth league, like, you're almost there. Like, you just keep putting in that extra work and, you know, you get to that next level and you have that confidence from playing youth league. And, you know, I think, yeah, that just really helps kind of just building up that confidence to play in the league and having that mindset. I'm going to go in there, I'm going to be competitive, I'm going to put my best foot forward. So yeah, just putting your best effort out there.
By what you said, and from all reports, you are a bit of a gym rat. Is there any players that you're keeping your eye on across the league that you may look up to?
I definitely love Leilani Mitchell. I think she's definitely a player I've looked up to throughout the years. You know, her experience and where she's gone to. You know, she's gone to that national, international level, like playing in the WNBA and for the Opals, like, is incredible. And, you know, got to play that first game of the season. And yeah, that's just so special to me. And I've looked up to her, being a small little point guard like me. So yeah, it's a great experience getting to play players like that. So yeah.
I'm so stoked that you said Leilani Mitchell, because that leads perfectly to my next question as well. You guys opened that season against Leilani, Michaela Domkins, Forcadilla, a lot of good names, good big players in that Central Coast team. You guys are a young squad. However, the backcourt of yourself and, of course, Jessie Mayhall just didn't look like you were uncomfortable one bit. Is that just confidence that is just radiated throughout the squad?
Yeah, I mean, I think we were just competitive. We were just so competitive going into that first game. We were like, you know, this isn't last year. This is a whole new season. Like, we're going to, you know, exploit the weaknesses. And I think we're a very fast-paced, just running team. Like, we just want to get it down the floor. And I think we did that first game. And definitely that defensive side definitely came out. You know, Jessie with a million steals, as she does. She's an amazing player. And yeah, I think, yeah, just that first game, we we wanted to win, and we came out and we gave it our all, and yeah, it worked out in the end. So yeah.
I got to ask about Jessie. She's currently absolutely tearing up the league. You think she does? Did you see this happening? She came in last year and took the league by storm. There's been plenty made of that game against the COE where she just absolutely obliterated them off the park. How long have you played with Jessie, and has it always kind of been, oh no, she's going to be very, very good?
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, she's such a special talent. Like, and even just her energy coming onto the floor, because she is so competitive and she wants to win, and everyone else just feeds off it. And not even just her ability to score the ball, which is amazing, but her ability to rebound and get those steals in the lane, it's just a whole nother level. Like, just unmatched. And her fast pace, getting down the floor, like her quickness, man, people trying to catch up. Yeah, no, she's amazing to play with, and it shows on the floor. And yeah, I've played with her 3 years, playing with her at Barker as well, going to school nationals with her, and even just seeing that change in, because you play school and it's fun and competitive, but then taking it to that whole new level of NBL 1, and she's matched it so well. She's taken her game to a whole new level, and it's showing, like, throughout all the games and through this season to start off. So yeah, she's a great player and a great teammate.
Well, I'm actually interested to find your perspective. For most teams, when you get a big scoring player join in to a squad, you usually see everyone kind of fall into place, scoring averages kind of go down so they can help lift up that one player. However, your scoring averages since Jessie has joined the team has all gone up. How much do you feel you have been freed up with the addition of Jessie in the team? Do you feel like defenses maybe are giving you a little more breathing room compared to what you got in your first year in the NBL 1 East?
Yeah, for sure. Even just adding just those little more experienced players around as well. Like someone like Ayana, she came in, she was a big scoring threat last year, and had that bigger sort of presence in the paint. Someone like Nicole this year as well. And yeah, with Jessie, everyone feeds off it, like just her energy that she brings. And yeah, talking about defensive side with all those steals, for someone like me, I want to pressure up the floor, and I have someone like Jessie who she's going to back me up and I'm going to back her up, putting that pressure on the floor and getting those steals and forcing turnovers. So yeah, it's definitely been, she's contributed greatly to our wins, and yeah, she's just been amazing throughout the game. So yeah.
A lot gets made about, obviously, Jessie, yourself, Ayana. Is there anyone else in the team that probably doesn't get the public acknowledgement that you three may get that has all to do with this 3-0 start?
There are so many players to start this season who have contributed just insanely. Like, talking about someone like, Shona, who's been in the backdrop helping with that SNC and is, a senior leader, as well as Dayla. Dayla, her, like, intangibles and just her culture mindset and bringing the team together is just, not recognised enough. And people like, Lucy Mead, she came in that first game, she played amazing. And Taryn, she's third in leading for blocks, and she's had huge ones at the end of the game, which have she stepped up big time in big games where it's been close at the end. Nicole, coming from Central Coast, she's been that sort of bigger presence in the paint and really helped with that. So yeah, I think there's so many like players that just aren't recognized enough for just how much they actually contribute. And yeah, I think this year the team has really come together and recognized those little things and brought it, into these games and really put it to use. So yeah.
So now you got heading to Maitland this Friday, Anzac round. You played there last year, won that one. Maitland, new coach and very much a team, much like yourselves, that love to go up and back. I think when I called their game last weekend, or 2 weekends ago, they had 20 more shots than the opposition by the third quarter. How do you see that matchup going come Friday?
Yeah, I mean, they're a physical team. They have been, a lot of those players have been playing together. I think they have great culture and that chemistry within their team. And I think for us, we just want to push and, try and run the floor, do what we do best. On that defensive side, maybe try and stop all those possessions that they're getting over teams. So, yeah, I think just playing our game and, yeah, I think just bring it out, put our best foot forward. And, even that Anzac round, it's such special, like it's so significant and important. And, taking in those values of courage and mateship and endurance and, thinking about those, you have the pre and post ceremonies where you get to really honor that and think about all those values and, bring it into the game and put in your best effort and, just put everything out there. So, it'll be a good one.
Keira Hudson, best of luck for the rest of the year. Hornsby Spiders 3-0. Let's see if we go 4-0.
Yeah. Thank you so much for having me.